What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It is December 3rd, the big return. Jake's got no sleeves on. Jake, how you doing?
The more things change, the less they stay the same. Did I say that right?
No, you butchered that. The more
things change, the more they stay the same?
No, I think you got it right. No. The more things change, you got it wrong the first time. Correct the second time. So in the end, you did get it correct eventually.
Hot soup. I'm good, man.
Hot cheese soup.
I looked, and I think you just saw it too, but do you remember when our last ep was?
I saw August 27th. I actually checked because I didn't know if that was the real date.
I deleted some of the sports news. The sports news from that day was Louisiana wins the Little League World Series, and Yelich does the ESPN The Body issue. Has anything happened since then? I don't know.
It's easily our most listened to episode. I think because people, as we've blown up in these last couple months, people always see the JJR fans saying, when are you going to bring JJR back? When are you going to bring And then people go, listen. So that episode, our latest episode, I know we have a strong Jomboy and Jake Radio faithful, but this show never got through the roof listens. It got the most dedicated fucking listeners because it was 1 hour a day every single day. And the people that listened religiously with us, and we were just hanging out every day. That's what made it fucking great. But the numbers were never that crazy. The numbers for the Yelich one are pretty cool. If every episode was like the Yelich one, we wouldn't have stopped doing it.
I don't want to massage your grapes too much, but I was thinking of doing a little what's changed since August 27th, but do you have any idea, and not in a bragging way, but off the top of your head, what were your followers at on August 27th-ish? I mean, were you triple digits?
Yeah, I think so. Because Savages happened before that.
Right.
We really stopped before August 27th. That was a random episode we jumped in.
Yeah.
August 1st, July 25th was the last one we did regularly.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. And then we did one August 1st, and we did one August 7th, and then we did one August 27th. So, yeah.
How about that?
It's crazy, man. A lot's changed. If we have anyone that just listens to JJR, doesn't follow any other show, doesn't follow on any social media, that doesn't exist. That person doesn't exist. But I live
might. I think there's one out there.
I live in New York City now. Jake lives in Denver now. Jake and I aren't living off zero money anymore. The business took off. It's great. It's actually not great right now, dude. I have this 1 week in between. We just went to Easton event and Thanksgiving. And then on the 8th, we're going to winter meetings. So this 1 week right now, I woke up today, looked at my list of things to do, and I was like, oh my God. The back-end business stuff needs to end. It's on its way to ending.
Yeah.
It's on its way to ending. But I'm so excited for when the season starts, or even spring training, because then I can just affirm, nope. That's what I did in October when we were doing baseball every single day. I gave a firm nope to every back-end business. It's content month. And when baseball starts, I'm doing content. So we got it. But that's why it sucks now to get everything in place. But I'm getting drained.
Only 4 more months. And if you're having a tough time, just remember you're having another great hair day.
Thanks, man. Katie's right here. Katie, Jake says my hair looks good. What do you think?
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, she said, yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, and I am not.
You have me worried now because I want my hair to look good before winter meetings.
You think you're using up all your good hair points?
Yeah. This is the 1 week where Jake's going to compliment my hair. We're going to go to winter meetings, and it's done. It's over with.
Well, I'm probably getting diced up today or tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm hoping you use up your good hair energy and I can bring something to the table. Because I've never had good hair energy.
No, when you found out about the flip for a little bit there, it was better. was never great though.
It was better. It wasn't good. I mean, that was where we're gonna get into when we do sports. We're gonna catch Jomboy up on the football season. Both football seasons, a nice little tidy wrap up. My hair when I first found out how to flip it was kind of like the Cleveland Browns this year. Like, yeah, we're not 1-15, but we're still a joke.
Dude, I said on JJR when they traded Odell to the Browns, and so many people said this, like, I can't wait for this to not work. And I wish we kept doing JJR every day so I could glow and like be in this, because I'm loving it. But I'll be honest with everyone. The first section of the show is sports. I haven't watched a full sporting game since Game 7 of the World Series.
Well, the biggest thing I would tell you is don't call them sporting games. That's sign number one that you're a cop. You guys watching the sporting games today? Oh, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's how out of touch. Cool. See, that's how out of touch I am.
Yeah. No, it worked.
I've been busy, and then I've been like not interested in the NFL. I feel like if I say that, half the people are going to think that I think I sound like cool, like, oh, I don't care about the NFL anymore. And then the other half people think I'm just kind of like lying. But like that's genuine. Like I just really have zero interest in the NFL this season.
Well, no, what's kind of interesting for me has been like I obviously haven't watched a ton of football. Like I think there's been 2 Sundays this year I've watched like a full 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock game. So I don't know. It's actually been in my head movies. It's very tricky because like I've fallen out with fantasy baseball because I couldn't keep up with it this season. Although I'm going to convince myself by next season I can. But fantasy football, which I was normally kind of not a fan of, I've become a little bit more of a fan of because at least it gives me the tip of the iceberg. Like
it's easier.
You can know what wide receivers are going off. You can know what running backs are having a good year, and then you can kind of piece some things together. But we're gonna get you caught up. I'm confident in my little setup I made.
Yeah, nice. I've been trying to pull this. We were talking about haircuts, so I wanted to pull this audio clip from Boy Meets World, but I can't find it. Corey Matthews has a great saying. One of the most relatable things. He's like, "I get my haircut. I hate it. It looks awful. It looks awful. I decide I need a new haircut, and then it just looks great. Then I get a haircut, and it looks awful. It looks awful. It looks awful. Then I make the appointment for a new haircut, and that day it looks great." And I'm like, yeah, that's how it goes.
I feel like you and I are normally 1 week lead times on our haircut. Like you're gonna hate it for a week, and then you're like, all right, I'm there. I'm home.
This one I like right away.
There you go. That's why you got something special going with that one, man. I'm happy for you. I'm going to get butchered. Oh, God.
Full facial massage. I can't wait for you to get haircuts in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's well, we owe the JJR listeners something. One of the ideas we've spun around is me going around to different barbershops in the Bronx and just getting diced up.
No. I mean, we don't know what the result is going to be, but just once every 3 months, Jake walks into a barbershop. We'll do like the Bronx, then we'll do Harlem, then we'll do Queens, and we just walk in and we say, "Give him what you think."
I think the key phrase should be "dice me up."
Okay.
Just sit down.
Yeah. Line me up. Yeah.
So we've been planning big things, guys.
All right. Do you have a catch-up? Like, do you want to do a full catch-up thing? I can drop. I don't have many sound bites because I lost all of our sound bites.
No, I'll do a mini burn, and that'll lead us up to the football stuff because we're only going to talk football, really.
So I have these sound drops in here, but I don't know what they are. Like, what could this one be?
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
Just joking. Huh. I knew that one. But what's this one?
What are the odds of that?
This one just says commercial break. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
You were saving that for the right time. I think we found it. Whoa.
Oh, flashback.
We're back. It's August 27th.
What happened since?
Yeah, I won't. I guess I won't really burn it. I'll read through my notes until we get up to football, and I'll let you comment. What's happened since August 27th? I put nothing. The Nats won the World Series. Road team won every game. Astros lost World Series. They're hated now. You were a part of that. NBA season has started. Golden State is really bad and hurt. Both LA teams are good. The Knicks are a disgrace. We're shocked. Too early for NBA talk for Jim for most of the season. NCAA basketball has started. It's too early for me, Jim. I've actually got a gripe with NCAA basketball because now they do these kickoff tournaments where they have the best teams play to start the season, and it's useless because at the end of the year when they do the brackets, they're like, oh, well, they lost to Duke the first week of the season, but this team's changed so much. So the game doesn't really matter at all. Like, let it build up a little bit. Duke has lost the game. They got beat at home. That was fun. But yeah, it's a little too early for college basketball for me until maybe the bet of the day. And then, yeah, Jim, you're caught up. Any thoughts on any of that?
I agree with you on the NCAA. Too early.
The basketballs.
Yeah, so I don't get it. Like, they have those tournaments and they're always fun, and Michigan State always goes to Hawaii and wins, and then they just don't matter for anything at the end of the year. They're like, that didn't really matter. It's
a cool concept, right? Like the NCAA basketball wants it to be the kickoff of their season, and you get these great games. Like I think Kentucky UNC played, Michigan State Duke I think was the other game, or maybe I'm mixing up those four teams. But they were literally the top four teams in the country playing back-to-back games on the same court to basically start their season. And yeah, I mean it's just when committee time comes up, it's like, oh, Duke beat Michigan State. That was a great win. And then at the end of it's like, well, Michigan State lost to Duke, but this team's grown, and it's just like the game doesn't matter. Like, save it.
What do you think about Duke losing though? I didn't even watch any of it. That was probably Tom Brady's lip reading was the most requested breakdown. Duke losing to Stephen A. Austin, is that who it was? Was really high requested, but I was in the Bay Area without my setup, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, Duke, I'm kind of a Duke hater. I can be honest about that. And I actually, I respect Coach K and stuff. But, they've literally had hated players. It's not a discussion. Yeah, they had this crazy home win streak against non-conference, non-ranked teams, blah, 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 all of it. And they lose. So good. I was pleased with that. They dropped to 10th. They'll be back in the top, They'll be a top 1 or 2 seed come tournament time.
That's exciting for Duke fans.
Yeah, good. So congrats.
Nothing matters.
Yeah.
All right, I can't read your notes. It's like a unknown secret. The way that you format your notes. Like if we were high school classmates and you took notes and then you handed this to me, I'd honestly be like, what is this? You use so many parentheses and acronyms that I'm just like, what is this?
Yes.
And you got dashes in places, commas in other places. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's I think I've said this on JJR before, but I don't know the last time I cleanly passed an English class. You're supposed to take a couple core English classes in college, and not a joke, my teacher passed. And so it was the thing you hear. It wasn't they
Your
gave everyone
died?
an A. Yes, my teacher passed away. My teacher died.
I thought she passed you. You passed.
No. She died.
Okay. How?
And it wasn't what you hear when you're growing up. It wasn't everyone gets an A, your teacher died. No, that's not how it works. But we got at the end of the semester, we got a substitute teacher that was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So yeah, no, it's laughable what I write and what I think.
So this line right here, NFC is kind of done. Niners, Seahawks, Saints, 10-2. One team won't get by.
Whoa,
Jim, what are you saying there?
We'll get there, bro. We'll get there. We got to catch you up on college football first, because I know you're not a big college
Catch
football
me
guy, right?
up.
Yeah.
It's like a whole lifetime's worth. Alabama's going to win. Bam, caught up.
No. Alabama's got 2 losses this year, Jim. They're out.
I saw Saban was just mad.
So, yeah, let me give you my college because I tailored this to you, but it's in my own language. So let me
Okay.
translate.
Okay.
So LSU is awesome. They're the
Yes.
number one team in the country. They're loaded with talent. And the big thing, LSU has always had talent, but they've never had a cute quarterback or a real offense. They play a fun offense, and they have a real quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's the leader for the Heisman Trophy. LSU's awesome, and obviously Coach O is awesome. Feeling good about that?
I got to look up what Joe Burrow looks like. Oh, no. It looks like he wears lipstick. Oh, I don't like him.
Yeah, he's not necessarily a hot boy quarterback, but
No.
he's like what LSU needed to break through.
A lot of these pictures looks like he had a cold on picture day.
A little bit. He looks like pale. Like he looks a little sickly. Is that right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We're on the same page.
Okay. No, he's a cool dude though. It's spelled Burrow, and on his senior night he came out in a jersey that was spelled Burrow the Louisiana way. Burrow. EAX
So
EAUX on the end.
So he's just panders. He's just a pandering fuck.
I mean, you have to. It's LSU.
Have to. I think
but
that's a good move by him.
He's going to win the Heisman unless something crazy happens this last weekend. But LSU's exciting. Everyone wants them to go to the championship game. Ohio State. Go on.
I went to his Wikipedia expecting it to be like one paragraph because he's just a college football player, 22 years old. It's so long.
He plays in the SEC at LSU.
And he's the son of former University of Nebraska NFL and CFL player Jimmy Burrow, who went on to a coaching career that lasted nearly 40 years.
Coach's son.
How old's his dad?
41 years old.
And he's coaching since birth.
Yeah, no, we like Joe Burrow. You're right. He's not hot boy quarterback. I'm still not convinced
He's got an old
good
dad. His dad's like 60 years old and he's 22. You had him when he was 40, so that's an update for you.
He was busy playing and coaching, man. It's about that life.
Okay.
Coach's son. So yeah, we like Burrow. I'm still undecided if he's going to be good in the NFL. He was like kind of bad, and this has been his breakout year.
Let me know when you figure that out.
We're excited for LSU. Go Tigers. Ohio State, they're really good. They kind of haven't been challenged. They played some good teams in the Big Ten. Their quarterback is Fields. Their running back is Dobbins. He's really good. Fields is going to be second in the Heisman. Their coach is a guy with the last name Day. He's going to be kind of the untested coach amongst the college playoff coaches. Feeling good about Ohio State?
I don't care.
Do you like Ohio State?
Don't care. No.
Okay. Don't care, no.
No. No.
Took a stance on it.
Like, if I had to choose between Michigan and Ohio State, I'd choose Michigan because I think I like the entire state of Michigan more than the entire state of Ohio.
Ooh, okay.
Because Michigan isn't landlocked. So that's totally what it comes down to. Michigan has the lake and the Upper Peninsula and some beaches, and Ohio is just landlocked. And that's why I choose Michigan football over Ohio State, even though they suck. And Harbaugh went from being considered one of the best quarterbacks in all of football to doesn't know what he's doing now.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that his brother, who's leading the Ravens, that we'll talk about later, is like clearly the better coach, but everyone talks about Jim.
Must have been a weird couple of years. Must have been a weird couple of years for John there when he was like, "You guys think Jim's better than me?" What?
Yeah, I beat him in the Super Bowl, literally.
And
I had to Google that the other day because how crazy is that? Two brothers coached against each other in the Super Bowl? That's insane. That's a Kaepernick.
Jordan Gag is telling me that Ohio's on Lake Erie. But that's not real.
Your land lake theory may be busted right now.
No, but like, look at Lake Erie. Like, Lake Erie's the shittiest of the big lakes. Michigan's a peninsula, the whole thing. Gag, you're correct that it's not fully landlocked, but when you compare it to Michigan, and Michigan's got Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, the whole thing's it's almost an island. If Indiana vanished, you almost got an island.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the sports thing here is that Ohio State is elitist, and they're like super elitist, and it's like, no, you guys are good at stuff, but like, calm down a little bit. And Michigan is like semi-elitist / they used to be elitist, so they get made fun of for that. I don't know. Ohio State kind of annoys me, but they're good. Everyone's rooting for LSU Ohio State championship game currently.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would root for LSU. I would root for LSU in a Lance.
Oh yeah, LSU is like America's team right now.
Okay.
Clemson, they're the third team. They started slow. People kind of forgot about them. They almost lost to North Carolina, who's a bad team this year. They really haven't been challenged. Now they've started playing really good. They still.
I don't like Clemson. I think of them
Sunshine,
as the Mets. I don't like them.
Okay. Yeah, the successful Mets. They still have Trevor Lawrence Sunshine at quarterback. Etienne, the running back. Yeah.
I like that.
Did you see Trevor Lawrence lookalike girl? That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I like all that.
You gotta lean into that. That was smart by her.
He cracks me up, man.
Yeah? Just
Like,
the look or what?
I hope I've never heard him be interviewed, but he better talk like a dumb dude like this.
Ooh. Half mean. I don't think he does. I think, and I know this usually fades you on a lot of guys, but I think he's big God guy. Big God guy.
But good for him. I'm happy. I hope God likes him.
Just spending his time making him better at football while other people are starving.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jim, LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, those are fun. They're pretty much locks. The fourth spot is coming down to Georgia. They play LSU in the SEC championship game. That could be fun. And then Utah, your Utes, Jim. They really haven't played anyone. They're playing Oregon in the Pac-12 conference game. Both these teams lost to USCs. How about that? Georgia lost to South Carolina. Utah lost to Southern California. It's Georgia. If they win, they're in. Utah needs Georgia to lose. Your wild card is Oklahoma Sooners versus Baylor.
Huge Oklahoma fan.
Yeah, you're a Sooner guy, just so you could say Sooner?
Yeah, I like the history behind the Oklahoma Sooners.
Okay.
And I like their color scheme. All the reasons men like football teams.
Yeah.
And I like the shootout.
All right.
What's the rivalry they have? It's Oklahoma State, and it's called like the shootout? Am I thinking of other teams?
Bedlam.
What?
Are you not okay with that?
I don't know what you're saying.
That's Oklahoma State.
Oh,
they have the Red River Shootout. That's them in Texas.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
You tell me a football game's called the Red River Shootout, I'm fucking all in.
I went to that game once. How about that? So that's college football. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Bama lost twice. Tua got hurt. Bleh. National Football League, Jimmy. The NFL. What do you currently know about the NFL? The Giants are bad.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit like how little. I found out the Niners are really good the other day when I was in the Bay Area.
Niners are good.
Which is great because the Golden State Warriors are the second worst team in the NBA.
Yeah, look at you, NBA guy.
Yeah, I spent some time in the Bay Area. So that's good for the Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm guessing he's doing well.
Jimmy G, he's doing all right. He's got some question marks.
Lamar is doing well.
Lamar's awesome. So so we just finished week 13 of the NFL. So you didn't miss much, Jim. There's 4 regular season weeks left and then the playoffs. So you've got some time here. The NFC, the playoff picture is pretty much decided. Your Niners, Seahawks, and Saints, they're all 10-2. This is the sentence you can interpret is that 2 of those teams are going to get a bye week. One of them is not. So that's kind of the fun thing to look at there. The Niners were fighting for best team in the NFL with their loss this weekend, and the Seahawks win. The Niners just lost the bye, so that's what's going on up there. Jimmy G has been solid. The Niners defense is really good. One of the Bosa boys is on defense. Richard Sherman. And yeah, the offense, Jimmy, their schedule was also really easy to start the season. Jimmy G is kind of the question mark on their team currently.
Why?
Because he's been solid, but not like Jimmy G wins you games. It's not like, oh, he goes 25 of 30, 400 yards. Like, they've had a really good running game, and their defense is great, and everyone really likes their coach. So Jimmy G is kind of the I don't know. He could definitely earn his stripes this postseason, but people aren't believing.
Nice. And the Chiefs are good, and the Chargers are bad. I heard Phil Rivers might be losing his job.
So that's the AFC. Let me wrap you up in the NFC real quick. Packers are good. Vikes are solid. Kirk Cousins went from a joke, then started playing well. NFC East itself is a joke. You already kind of know that. And then, G-Men, Falcons, Cards, Lions, Redskins, really bad. Eagles, Panthers, Tampa Bay, they're kind of in no man's land.
Who's the Cardinals quarterback? Murray?
Kyler Murray.
Is he bad?
He's solid. He's having an okay rookie year. He's had a couple good moments. He's had a couple bad moments. He's there's no doubt next year he'll be their starting quarterback.
And who's the guy that they got rid of?
They got rid of Rosen.
Yeah,
when he shoots it goes in.
Where did he go?
He's on your Dolphins. He's behind Fitzpatrick, basically.
Oh, okay.
There's people that still argue for Rosen, but it's not looking good. I don't know. Anything on the NFC? Anything you have to say about the G-Men?
No, listen to Talking Giants because Bobby's got it down because I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Niners, Seahawks, Saints, they're good. Packers, Look for those 4 teams to be in there. AFC, the elite, the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is basically the leader for the MVP trophy. I think it's Russell Wilson behind him.
Didn't people not believe in Lamar like last year?
Correct.
I think a direct quote from you on this show was like, Lamar Jackson will never be a winning quarterback in this league.
Well,
my name's Jake Storielli, and
those slimy, cheating fucks.
So I would say none of that's a direct quote. None of that's even a partial quote. I don't know.
Hold on, I have the clip here.
Oh, you've got it. No, see, you're just lost in the sound.
Lamar Jackson will never be a winning quarterback.
You're just getting lost in that soundboard again.
That was a legit flashback to you saying that.
That was psychedelic, man.
Yeah.
There's some really fun stuff going on. Lamar's dirty. People questioned because their first or second game was against the Dolphins, so everyone was like, well, they're a joke. But Lamar's been awesome. His running is crazy. He's going to break Vic's rushing yards in a season record.
Whoa.
He's also He's
cool.
He's doing like Mike Vick but better. Yeah.
That's kind of I'm guessing he was a Mike Vick fan growing up, so that's kind of cool.
Why would you guess that?
Young black quarterback looks up to
Whoa,
best black quarterback.
Okay. All right.
I think that's fair thing to say.
Wow, chop up that sound click. No, he probably liked Vic. I think a lot of people did. But
Didn't
Lamar's
you
awesome.
like Vic more after the dog stuff?
No, no.
Less. You like
Hate
less.
to have a hard take on that.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, dude, you should watch some Lamar press conferences too. He's kind of like quirky. He's an interesting dude. But the fun thing about it is their offensive coordinator is the guy that was from the Niners when they had Kaepernick. So they set up, and Jim, this is what I've been telling you. I've been telling you this for years. Like with the running quarterbacks, you just have to make your team around them. Like if you planned on Tim Tebow being your running quarterback and doing, play action passes for everything and stuff, like you could get some stuff done. Lamar is in a clear league above Tom Tebow. But they've like fully bought in. They do quarterback runs. They have run plays built off Lamar's threat, and they get these nice like wide open passes because the defense is playing scared. So they've been really fun. They're the favorite. They have home field in the AFC right now, and they beat the 10-2 Patriots. People are down on the Patriots, but it's because it's overreactionary. They're still 10-2. Brady has been like kind of bad though. It's a little weird.
He's got no one to throw to, Jake.
Oh.
They don't know their routes. They're not quick enough.
They don't know their routes.
We got to be quicker. faster, explosive,
weirding me out?
everything.
You kind of have Tom Brady's talking mannerisms now.
Well, I was matching his lips, so it was kind of easy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Quicker, faster, more explosive, everything.
So yeah, people
I got the
were
last
blaming
lines
the
word.
op-
I got
that?
the last lines wrong in that lip reading video.
Sorry, man.
It was actually every single possession, not every some bitch.
Yeah, you know.
But someone said
In
some bitch.
hindsight.
Well, what it is the word possession. The esh is the hardest lip. Esh. Un. Basically, say un. You don't move your lips. Yeah. So the esh was bitch. And I once I saw it, I couldn't fucking escape it. And I was like, well, it's kind of funny. Let's just roll with it.
Some bitch. Yeah, it does sound like Tom Brady, but I liked it. So, yeah, I mean, they have Brady, Belichick. The defense is still good, but they're not being as good as they were. It'd be fun to see a rematch in that. I think people are being overly skeptical of the Pats. I mean, Brady and Belichick. It's just you can't – in sports, once you see them do it so many times, you have to see it not happen to be like, okay, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, I mean, Mahomes was kind of hurt this year. They're not as special as last year, but it'll be interesting to see if they can turn it on. The Texans are the team that just rolled up on the Patriots. And the Bills are doing really good, but they also haven't really played anyone. But the Bills are like 9-3.
Yeah, they're gonna win the East.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to beat New England, and that would be something.
The Bills would forfeit the playoffs. No, we had our win. We're good.
Yeah, you already won.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Go to the playoffs and get beat? No, thank you. We'll end our season on the highest note we've had in 20 decades.
Yeah, 20 decades. Oh my
200
God.
years, Jake. That's math.
Damn. Math.
Yeah. That's a math bot. They're all math.
And then here, I think the AFC, I think we're going to have some good final weekend stuff. The final spot's going to come down to the Steelers, Titans, Raiders, Colts. I think something you and I deserve a quick round of applause is the Raiders not being a complete joke.
If I'm going to steal your applause, I think I led you to that land. I think you wanted to be harsh on Gruden, and I was the one like, maybe this was their plan to be bad this year so they can be good in the future?
No, I was probably skeptical of football rebuild because we don't see that a lot. But I was with you that, hey, we haven't seen that. Maybe it'll work. And, I mean, I thought there was going to be adjustment period. And more so, I'm a big, and I'll mention this when we talk about the Browns in a second, is that people were just going on the deep end with Gruden. Like, everyone was like, oh, this is a joke, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Khalil Mack trade, everything. And it's like, well, they did get picks for Khalil Mack. Like, it's clear they weren't trying to win the Super Bowl last year. And now those picks have turned out to be really good. It'll be interesting to see if they can fight for the playoff spot. I don't think they're going to get in, but at least they're, like, respectable and they have something they could build on.
That is good. Good for that.
That is good.
All right, enough sports. That's like the longest first half of sports ever in the history of the show. That's not true.
We've had a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have won 3 games. We like that.
No, I like my Dolphins 0-16.
See, they've got the classic. Like, they would be – this Dolphin season would be a good sports movie. They've got Fitzpatrick.
Do you think
Rosen. Their coach is like – their coach is the prototypical coach you'd want in this situation. Like, every day in practice, he's like, we're not supposed to win a game, huh? Why would we even play the games? And he's definitely tough on them, and they've won 3.
Jake, to bring it back to serious, manly sports talk.
Thank you.
Like are the Dolphins uniforms, what are the Dolphins uniforms considered?
Ooh, interesting.
Like, does the grand scheme of people think they're like a staple of NFL uniforms? Because I think they stink and need to be changed so bad. I'm almost hard to root for a team that has such fucking lame uniforms.
I understand what you're saying. Dolphin is a tough mascot to work with, jersey-wise, I think.
That doesn't get brought up enough. Like, the
Yeah.
football team is called a Dolphin.
Dude,
That's honestly like it's honestly if I was to tell you, hey, they're bringing in a new football team and they're gonna name it like, well, I was gonna say Penguin, but there's a hockey team named the Penguins.
Jimmy, you're going down a slippery slope. Like, I got to stop you. The NBA made a team called the Pelicans in recent years. Like, mascots are kind of like what they end up doing is they be like professional industries, and they do like round robin tables, and they're like, well, if we're the New Orleans, brass knuckles, that could be related to gang violence. Let's just be the Pelicans.
I know that a bunch of young kids or anyone's going to tell me like the Dolphins are clean and their uniforms are whatever terms they're using now. I think clean is something people say.
Clean works.
But like you don't put on that dolphin blue color or the white and blue and feel like I feel like a badass. Let's go kick some ass. You don't. You feel like, I hope I don't get this dirty too quick, because that's what they look like.
It's kind of Miami vibes. Yeah, I think they're all whites can be kind of clean, but you're right. I mean that aqua green blue color with orange and white, it's not the most intimidating.
Suck. I have a top 10 uniforms in the NFL list from CBS Sports, and they have the Miami Dolphins teal throwbacks as number 6.
I mean, teal throwbacks.
They're
going to have the Chargers powder blues as number 1.
They got Houston Oilers baby blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's sports.
That's so stupid. Okay.
Remember when you were about to say that there is no pro sports teams called the Penguins or anything?
Well, I was saying if we were to say, like, here's a new sports team, let's call it the Penguin, you would laugh. And then I was like, well, we already have that.
Dude, the mascot world's a slippery slope, man.
But now I'm kind of ironically loving, like, naming your team after unintimidating animal.
Yeah. They made a movie off of the Dolphins mascot.
But everything else is like an intimidating thing, like a fucking, even a raven. It's a bird, but it's like a badass bird. Tiger,
Pelican,
panther. Even the humans that the NFL teams are named after, a fucking giant, buccaneer,
Phoenix Suns.
No, the NBA is weird, man. Like your NBA has weird mascots. They have the fucking Jazz.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's good music, baby.
Katie loves jazz. I listen to a lot of Billie Holiday in the apartment. Yeah. I do a pretty good Billie Holiday impression, too.
Let's see it.
Autumn in New York. It's autumn in New York. Katie doesn't like when I do it. That's what she sounds like.
Yeah. Now do the Billie Holiday good impression.
Dude, I just did it.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, I'll play you. Oh, Ella Fitzgerald, not Billie Holiday.
Ooh, okay. Plot twist.
Or Billie Holiday. They both sing the song. Autumn in New York. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, you need to... I've been trying to bait you into it. You need to start working on your Aaron Neville impression.
Autumn in New York. Katie loves that song. I always do that.
Sounds like you're ruining Katie's favorite song.
Autumn in New York.
Okay, confirmed.
Wow, halftime.
Halftime.
Halftime has come. Now you caught us up on all the weird stuff that happened in sports. The second half of the show, we got a lot of weird news stories to catch up on.
I'm ready for it.
How do you feel being back in JJR?
I'm good. I mean, I feel like when you're a basketball team, you're a football team, and you're like dominating the half, and then you do something dumb at the end that's like, hey, we should be up 21 points, and now we're only up 10 points. That's kind of what the Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald thing at the end of the half felt like.
No. It wasn't that. You're kind of correct, but it was more of a wind down. Like, okay, we're gonna get weird soon. It's like I was just changing the mood for the weird news stories.
Okay. Yeah. No, it felt off.
Well, the thing about that is you're wrong. People will remember this as the Billie Holiday Autumn in New York episode.
Don't doubt it for a second.
And I believe I have the news, what's in the news today. I have two of them. I don't know which one's the correct one. That's not it.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Austria is turning the site of Hitler's birth into a police station to repel the neo-Nazis. A New Zealand man accidentally bought 1,000 chickens for $1.50. Hungary pulls out a Eurovision song contest. Hungary pulls out of a Eurovision song contest because it's too gay. A man had a flesh-eating tapeworm removed, which had eaten his brain for 15 years. Surgeon on New York-bound flight sucks urine from a blocked bladder of an elderly passenger in life-saving procedure. I don't normally gag or whatever, but that got me. A man broke into a house. He chose the wrong house because an 82-year-old bodybuilder lived there and kicked his buttocks. The last of the whales have finally been freed from Russia's notorious whale jail. And Alaska University is receiving peanut butter and jellies as payment for parking tickets.
I read the news today, oh boy.
So we got a lot of news here, Jake.
A lot of news. Sherpa me through it.
Well, where do you want to start? Did any of these stories? It looks like you're clicking around. Looks like you're on the bladder story.
I'm not clicking.
Oh.
It sounds like you want to talk about the bladder story.
Well, your cursor was moving around on the shared Google Doc.
Oh, no. I was trying to get back to the screen with your face on it because I'd gotten away from that.
Oh, okay. Well, no, the bladder story is disgusting. A surgeon on a New York-bound flight sucked the urine out of a bladder to save the life. I'm hoping it was like siphoning gas. There's like one suck, and then you just can kind of press the bladder, and the urine's just spilling out. Like a poke and a suck, and that's all. I'm hoping it wasn't like, the bladder was going into this person's mouth, and then they were spitting it out, then going for more, and then spitting out like bobbing for apples.
I think it's bobbing for apples style.
10-hour flight into China Southern Airlines flight, New York. With 6 hours to go before landing, Zhang Han from the first affiliated hospital of Jinan University of Guangzhou and Chai Zhangzheng from Hainan. Oh my God.
You're all over it.
I'm so sorry I attempted to read that sentence. Pilots call for medical assistance. The passenger was placed on the floor on his side. Okay, so it's a he. And Zhang said he had to assess the situation quickly. He saw that there was a risk the bladder could rupture with possible fatal consequences. He said, the pensioner's abdomen was bloated. He could not sit still and was sweating a lot. He was going into shock and may have suffered a risk to his life if we didn't tend to him urgently. That's the whole story. Oh, dude, I just want to hear about the sucking of the piss.
I mean, did they poke a hole in him? That's what I'm wondering right now.
Why didn't he just pee? Oh! The doctors punctured the passenger's bladder and improvised a makeshift catheter with using a plastic tube from a portable oxygen cylinder, a syringe from the plane's first aid kit, and a plastic straw from a milk carton and some tape. Fucking MacGyver bladder shit.
Yeah.
But the syringe was too thin, so he siphoned out the urine using his mouth. Siphoned! We found it. He siphoned it. Oh,
Well, I think we always knew that.
sucking most of the fluid over half an hour and then spitting it out into an empty wine bottle. Wine bottle? That means you got to purse your lips real small. You can't just gotta open your mouth and go, bleh, and you go,
You don't want to spill piss all over the plane.
ugh.
Yeah,
That's-
that was I know
wish
a
I
lot
would-
of you are listening in the podcast world. There was a lot of uncomfortable body movement throughout reading that.
Let's go to a fun story. This dude who tried to
That
rob
was
a
a fun story.
This dude tried to rob a house and it had an 82-year-old bodybuilder living inside of it. Oh, a woman, an 82-year-old female bodybuilder. Excuse my sexist brain for assuming it was a man.
Thank you.
An 82-year-old woman found herself in danger after she says a man broke into her home until she turned the tables on the intruder. She was getting ready for bed Thursday night, just after 11 p.m., so Thanksgiving night. No, because these are the top stories from the last 3 months, so I have no idea. It's not recent. He was outside and saying, "Please call an ambulance. I'm sick. I'm sick." She called the police, but wouldn't let him inside. Then, she says, is when he became angry. "I hear a loud noise," she said. "I'm thinking, what the heck was that? Now the young man's in my home. He broke down the door." She is but he didn't know she was an award-winning bodybuilder who works out at the YMCA almost every day. He picked the wrong house to break into. Murphy says it was dark.
You're getting to some juicy stuff.
Okay. Murphy says it was dark, so she was able to hide as the suspect walked through her house. She acted quickly and grabbed the closest thing she could find. "I picked up the table and I went to work on him," she said. "The table broke. And when he's down, I'm jumping on him." She says the suspect was injured. She ran and grabbed a bottle of shampoo and started pouring it on him. "I grabbed the shampoo," she said. "Guess what? He's still on the ground. In his face. All of it. The whole thing. I got the broom. He's pulling the broom. I'm hitting him with the broom." Finally, the officers arrived. The man was sent to the hospital and Murphy was applauded by first responders. The officers that came wanted to go on my front porch and take selfies with me. So, Murphy says she can deadlift 225 pounds. So, dude, the shampoo's diabolical. Shampoo in your eyes?
I can't believe she went there.
I mean, okay, tried to break into this house. Now an old lady's kicking my ass. She just picked up a fucking table and slammed it on me. Like, what? This is Home Alone? And then she starts hitting him with the broom. He's still on the ground. She says he didn't even get up. He was laying there hurt. She comes back with the shampoo and just goes eyes full of shampoo. And she's 82, so you know it's not like that kid's friendly one.
I mean, this sounds like some Wet Bandit stuff. This sounds
this
like
is Home Alone. This is Home Alone.
This is old lady Home Alone. What this story is missing is the dimensions of the suspect. And if they were like on drugs or anything, it would be hilarious. What if this actually was just a sick person that needed an ambulance?
Yeah, that'd be good.
They just left that out
Well,
of the story.
well, she got him the help he needed.
His bladder was about to pop. He died shortly after.
No, I just need you to suck my bladder.
Jim, normally I like to pin the fake sexist things on you, but I'll take it on this one, and I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit, and I'm gonna say this was local advertising for the YMCA.
Those slimy, cheating fucks!
Wow.
Yeah.
This is good advertising for the YMCA. Because they're like, not only is this just for men, this is for
Here's
women
this
as
old
well.
lady that can work out, and she can fight off people from her home. You should join the YMCA.
Do you want to blind intruders with shampoo?
Do you own soap and a broom?
Come down to the YMCA.
I think this is
and
smart.
clean her fucking bathroom. Okay. The next story I have here is Hungary's far-right government pulls out of Eurovision Song Contest because it's, in quotes, too gay. Which is, dude, that's so many... that's like on our exit interviews of why people stop listening.
Right.
They're always just say, Jake's too gay.
Yeah, I guess we're not the right podcast to discuss this.
I'm going to speed read this one until we get to the good parts. Hungary has pulled out of Eurovision Song Contest in speculation the competition is too gay for the country's far-right government. Although no official reason has been given for the withdrawal, a source inside Hungary's public broadcasting reportedly said they assumed hostility to the contest's LGBT plus links were behind the decision. They got a plus on LGBT now?
I think that's just a safe move, just in case you don't miss anyone. You just throw
say,
that on there.
Why don't you just go L plus?
Just put plus.
Just put plus. Okay.
The
One
plus
pro-government commenter described Eurovision as a homosexual flotilla, good nickname for you, and said the country's mental health would be better if it did not join the competition. This sucks. I thought this was going to be interesting, like there was going to be a specific song that they thought was too gay, and I was going to like have us sing the song. But they're just saying like...
You just guessed that going into the article, that there's going to be one song and then we could rip it together gaily.
Yeah, so...
It's a big leap, I'm going to be honest.
Well, I read the headline wrong, and you could hear when I said that. Because I thought it was Hungary pulls Eurovision song because it's too gay. I speed read it as I was getting these.
Them headlines. You got to be careful with that speed reading. Don't get me wrong. You're good at it. You put yourself in some dangerous spots.
No, everyone who listens to JGR from the beginning knows that I have a big gripe with headline writers and how they skirt the rules of grammar.
Right.
Because
well, this one you just misread it.
Yes, this one's on me.
Yes. So point for them this time. Yeah. But we'll take them down very soon.
All right. Let's go to... are you interested in this guy who got 1,000 chickens for $1.50? Like, is he excited? Because you can resell those, I'm guessing. Interesting.
So what? Okay, so I haven't clicked the article yet. Man buys 1,000 chickens for $1.50. I'm trying to think, like, what's the news story here? Like, guy finds great deal? Like, I got nothing on this one.
He accidentally bought them in an online auction for $1.50. He didn't want 1,000 hens to show up at his house.
Is that the going price for hens? Like 0.005 cents per hen? That math can't be right.
He saw the urgent sale on Trade Me. That's the name of like a Craigslist.
This is marketing. This is another ad.
He thought he was bidding...
Do you want 1,000 chickens? Get on Trade Me.
He thought he was bidding for only one bird. But when he won the auction at 11 a.m. on Sunday, he was told by the seller, Matthew Blomfield, why are we out in Matthew so bad, that he had in fact bought 1,000 of them. The ad read that a small free-range egg farm based in Massey, West Auckland was closing down and needed to be vacated. So he just read the ad wrong. So I stand with him as a guy who just read something wrong recently.
Yeah, you guys are united in that. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, I see this. So the farmer was like, I got 1,000 hens. I need to get rid of them. So he put a bid in thinking that he could take as many as he wanted. And he was wrong.
Did he take the hens?
He's trying to get rid of them. It sounds like they're at his house.
That seems like a tough... Hey, you're going to have to give me a couple minutes because I got to put up a fence or something.
Yeah, he put up a social media post asking for people to take some birds. That's a good Facebook update. Anyone need any birds?
No, I haven't been active on Facebook too much lately, but could really use your guys' help. Yeah. Good for him. I feel like that's something that would have been more exciting because we kind of came into the Amazon generation a lot. If we were late 90s and we were 20 to 30 and you had a little bit of money and you could do some tipsy eBaying, I feel like we'd have fun stories like this.
I used to do some weird eBay stuff in high school or Craigslist. In high school, like one of our weekend hobbies was to look at the free section on Craigslist.
Right.
And then drive around and see if we can grab anything.
Yeah, I think this is a step away from that.
Yeah, we never came home with 1,000 hens.
Never.
We have some really good news here, Jake. And
Huge.
it's a story written by Tom Hale, which is very important because the subject matter is whale jail. So we
How's
have
he spelling Hale?
Hale,
Okay.
like whale, without the W.
Right.
So Hale writes about whale jail.
Hello.
Should I tweet at him? Did you write this article because it rhymed with your last name?
I mean, I think you should, but I don't want to force the issue on you there.
We've never had success on this show when I tweet.
That's bizarre, man. And I think, again, your newly formed could change a lot of that.
I think I have to be a little more careful now. But, like, yeah.
Strangely disagree.
So for anyone
Normally
that's-
I agree.
For anyone that's listening, like, I like tweeting at the authors of these articles to get some more information. They never have responded kindly. Well, there was that one where
Didn't the turtle through the windshield lady reply?
she was pretty terse.
Damn, R.I.P.
Because I was like, hey, did that turtle die? Like, you didn't write it in the article, and we're all...
Oh, Tom Hale is going to respond. Have you seen his picture?
Yeah, he's young. Okay, here he is.
So
Journalist and
what's
Paige
whale?
Schill. Okay. Tom Hale. I'll tweet at him. I don't know if people have, like, notifications for my tweets. Will they see, like, these tweets that are just at someone? Did you write the whale jail article because it rhymes with your name? Now, I don't want him to think I think it's not an important matter.
No.
How do I...
Well, what's your question? Is that the final question?
Yeah.
Then you have to just let it rip. And if he gets mad, you have to be like, whoa, dude, chill out.
Yeah.
I think the article is very important. Just need to know this. You're in the clear. You're doing
Did
nothing
you write
wrong.
the whale jail article because it rhymes with your name? And you can... And... That's all. That's all I got. Okay. Tweeted it at him. See if... He's active. So that's good.
I mean, I picture instantly. I knew you.
Oh,
you might
Brian
get a response.
Acevedo in the chat says, the whale jail tale as told by Hale.
Well, god damn it, Brian.
Now I'm going to follow up this tweet with Brian's things. The whale jail tale as told by Hale is probably... He's not going to understand my tone at all. It's probably
He might be pissed.
It's probably worth... The whale jail tale, as told by Hale, is...
Yeah, where were you going with probably worth? That part got weird.
Probably worth $1 million, I was going to say.
Okay, yeah, then no, he's not going to get your tongue.
Yeah, some change is pretty cool.
Whale jail in Russia. They freed like 100 whales. How about that?
That's good. I mean, I wonder, it's just like, are we freeing like the violent crimes? Because I'm all for releasing petty crime and wrong place, wrong time type of
weed.
Yeah, but like, let's not. I mean, killer whales, lock those guys up.
10 orcas, so I don't know their background, but 87 belugas. That feels excessive on multiple levels.
That seems huge. Must be a huge jail.
It's a big facility, yeah.
Oh, dude, it must have been so loud when they all cried.
Probably.
You ever hear an orca cry?
I mean, yes. I don't. Do they do it in symphony? Do they cry together?
No, I think they. From my my knowledge of orca whales crying is from the movie Free Willy.
Okay.
And Free Willy cries because he misses his family, but they do cry when they're in captivity. And it sounds like this. That's a camera. That's the whale. Camera. I hate bad YouTube videos.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
Just play the fucking whale cry sound. It sounds like that's.
Oh, you're going back. Another.
So yeah, that whale gel. Being a guard there must suck when they start crying.
Yeah, no, that I was hoping you'd land at a fair point. If I was a security guard at whale jail, I'm probably having headphones on me.
That's
fair.
Thank you very much.
That's fair.
Okay, I hurt my throat.
Yeah, you went full whale on us, dude.
Dude, the top comment on iflscience.com on this whale jail article, whale jail tale as told by Hale, there's only one comment on the article, and it says, didn't know they had Walmart in Russia. And I don't get it. Do they keep whales at Walmart in other places?
I mean, man, that's tricky. Like that's that's something I'm not into. Just reading random comments. I don't want to know the evolution of that. If there is a joke there.
Okay. Alaska University is taking PB&J as payment for parking tickets. Your thoughts on this?
Early take, I'm into it. Honestly, okay, I haven't read the article yet, but I just had a good thing. Like, every college campus has people parking stupidly because there's not enough parking and kids are really dumb. Mm-hmm. Like, this should be a real thing. Because there's also a couple times in college, because the parking isn't laid out perfectly, that if you're late for a class or something, you literally can't park. So there's a couple times you throw it into a no parking zone. You're like, I know I'm about to get a ticket, but it's either that or like miss a test. So I'm going to take the $25 ticket. They should do it that you have to do like, hey, if you get a parking ticket, you have to make 50 peanut butter jellies for the homeless. Like,
that's what they're doing. They're giving these to needy kids.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Yeah. Let's make a sign and we'll go to every college campus and we'll say parking tickets for the needy, not the greedy. Parking tickets for the needy, not the greedy. And pictures of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the signs.
I mean, you're really excited about it, so all right.
Don't shame me. I got pumped up. You were emotionally invested.
I didn't shame you. I didn't shame you.
It felt a little like shame.
There was no shame.
All right.
I was excited how excited you got in that moment.
It's a good protest chant.
Yeah.
Tom Hale liked both tweets. No response, but he liked the tweets.
He's tuning it up.
Yeah. The whale jail tale as told by Hale is pretty cool.
He's probably like, why is this dude with this many followers? Is he mocking me? Is this good publicity for me? Like, what's happening right now?
That's the scary part. I don't think I'm mocking him. I think he's in on the joke with us.
Yeah.
You like peanut butter and jelly?
I went through a big PB&J kick. I've slowed down a little bit. I mean, bread in the house itself is dangerous for carbohydrate and expiring reasons, so it's fallen out.
Okay. I was fucking making a little peanut butter and jelly on Ritz crackers the other night at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Told you about that. Took a weed sleeping pill and I was awake, so then I was just fucking too high.
Yeah.
I found myself just lining up Ritz crackers with peanut butter and then getting the squeezable jelly and just like plooping one on every drop, like bloop, 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 and then eating the little crackers. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Are you full team squeezable jelly?
Yeah. I like the
Do you still spread it normally?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, I mean, that's the whole goal of squeezable jelly is to get rid of the spread.
No, I think it's because the lids can get disgusting.
I think it's so you can quickly go make your 2 PB&Js and get the kids out the door.
I don't think so. I think it's just like same with like I like my toothpaste that avoid just the gross cap. So I get those little upside downable ones.
Excuse me?
Do people know? Tom Hale quote tweeted me. He said, "I did. It was a whale jail tale told by Tom Hale that needed to prevail."
Fan of the program.
Me and Tom Hale are good friends.
Tell them to tune into JJR.
All right, that's the end of the show. Jake, what song? I mean, we didn't do Bet of the Day. I don't know if we're going to do that.
Do
you
we
have
have
one?
a bet of the day?
Oh, shit. I don't have the sound effects at all.
Bet of the day. It's the bet of the day.
Oh, yeah. Bet of the day. It's the bet of the day. Bet of the day. Okay, Jakey, Mr. Rattlesnakey hasn't won a bet in 100 days skis. What's your bet?
All right. Time to get hot.
Have you won a bet in 100 days?
Not on the JJR books per se. Jim, I've got free money tonight, as I do most nights, and I think it was going to be playing off what I said before about men's college basketball. I think I'm ready for. I think Thanksgiving is my comeback time. Like, everyone play 5, 6, 7 games, get your feet wet, then let's start playing real games. We've got a good one tonight. Number 1 Louisville is hosting Michigan.
Love it.
Big Ten ACC Challenge, Jim. And this is, did I look into the numbers? No. But, Jim, Louisville's ranked number 1. They haven't beat anyone. They just backed into the number 1 seed because of those early tournaments that I was telling you about. So, like, those other teams lost these early games. Louisville hasn't played anyone. They just got the number 1 seed. We're the number 1 team in the country. They're facing Michigan. They just won the Atlantis Bahamas competition or whatever. They beat some good teams. Michigan's a good program. And whenever a new team gets number 1 that doesn't deserve it, what happens? They lose. Louisville's favored by 5.5. I was going to get greedy and take the Michigan men to win straight up. I'm just going to take the plus 5.5 for Michigan free money.
Yeah. This is tough because Keith Otto, the 6'2" guard,
love him
from Roanoke, Virginia.
Game.
Yeah, from Roanoke, Virginia. He listens to JJR daily. He was like a big time guy. So he just took everything you said and is going to bring it to the locker room and plug it into the aux cord, which they're probably doing Bluetooth these days. And you just sparked a whole team because Keith Otto's a huge fan.
Aux cord a lot more impactful than Bluetooth, by the way. I might be on team bring back the aux cord.
Yeah. You say ox. I kind of say ox.
I think ox is right. I think ox is an animal.
Yeah, so you're wrong. Okay, so I am because it's the only sound drop I have on here.
Okay.
Ah, shit. Too quiet.
Jake is stupid, but he's smart.
I have to agree with you because I don't have the other sound.
Trapped.
Yeah, I was trapped into agreeing with you.
I'll take it.
What's the spread?
This is a winner. It's 5.5. Louisville's favored.
Okay. Your last bet, I don't know what it was. It was the Red Sox versus the Royals.
Big game.
But before that, you Broncos Falcons and you won.
Huge.
Broncos Falcons.
Preseason football.
All right. What song do you want to play as the outro?
Yeah. Play it.
I'm just gonna YouTube.
Let's just play whale noises Find a whale noises clip on YouTube to take us out. No, that's you again. Ladies and gentlemen, Billie Holiday. They're kind of the same voice. I think I need you to know that.
In New York.